Hello, today we're going to talk about MTConnect and how CIMCO software can use MTConnect, the adapter or the agent, to gather information from the machine tool. As you'll see in this illustration here, this kind of gives you an example of what MTConnect does. You have either an adapter or an agent that is installed on a device, and this varies with the different machine tool manufacturers. It is then connected to the network, in which we, as the client or the third-party application, then monitor the information coming back to us in an XML sheet. So if it's an adapter, we would connect directly to it as an agent. So we have our own agent running on CIMCO. If the machine has the agent running already, we will just flip over and be a client, and we'll talk to the agent that is running on the device. So this again requires a IP address that has been set so the machine can be on the network, that the machine's not being blocked on the network. And then once all that stuff's configured, it's really cool because what you can do is, we'll look over here, this is like the live data coming back from a machine with MTConnect. So you would open up a web browser, connect to the machine, and ideally for when you're first starting out, to make sure everything's working, you connect directly to the machine. You'll put in the IP address of the machine you're looking at. In this case, I'm running on port 7878. That is a standard port used by most machine tool builders except Haas. Haas Next Gen controls use 8082, and they're a little bit more different there. You'll have to use port 8082/current and then hit your refresh button to kind of get an idea of what's going on. That's the best way at this time. But with port 7878, as you can see, we have available. It's in an eStopped case. Armed, available is avail. eStopped is armed. We're in automatic mode. The execution is active. And if the machine was to stop, you'll see we're going to get a command that basically tells us let me refresh my screen here. We are stopped. So what we got here is, now that my screen refreshed, we got a simulated activation, and then we'll do a simulated stop, and then we would see this data coming back in real time from the machine, and then we could take and use it. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff there. So MTConnect is really cool for that. So let's go to our MDC-Max, and we're going to go to our ports. We're going to add a port here, and this one we're going to call machine D. It's going to be a directory monitor template. Once it comes up, the configuration will be kind of similar to a Fanuc Focus. We're going to have an IP address that we need to put in. And so in this case, we're going to put in 10.0.0.178. We're going to talk on port 7878. Over here we have our MTConnect tag names. So for example, you'll recognize execution. That would be like the execution we see in that XML. You have a couple standards here you can use as you need. One of the things you can do is a probe. You'll notice it wasn't able to connect to agent. I don't have it on, so we're going to go connect to all that here in just a second. If the machine is running the agent, we would say remote agent, put in the IP address, the machine name, and run it on port 5000. And that would be the two standard port configurations here. Again, on Haas, we would have to run this on 8082. So that's the difference there. On this setup, we're going to do just this guy here. Under general, we need to set up what we do with the signal. So when we see a cycle start, it's going to be a cycle on. Cycle off is going to be a cycle stop. Alarm, let's go down to our alarm on, will be alarm on. Alarm off, off. I'm not going to use any of the other stuff here, but as you can see, there's quite a bit of other stuff we could add to it. An additional cycle stop, some other things we could add in here. Variables are very cool when you need to add a signal that you want to capture. Let's say, for example, you want to capture a maintenance alarm, or maybe not a maintenance alarm, but a alternative cycle start. You can use this by going into that XML sheet that you see coming off of the machine, see the signal, and then we can go into our folder for the machine, which would be in this case, CIMCO MDC-Max 8, MTConnect, devices. We can create a copy of this general CNC. This general CNC is the template that we use to read. It's the same as this guy right here. So again, if you do change, and let's say you were to make this Mori 1, you would need to make this right here, say Mori 1. It would need to match exactly like the wording is here. And this would allow you to customize what you're looking at in the way of commands. So what we can do is we can open up this template to show you what we have here. One of the little things I'd recommend is for you to download Notepad++. This works really well to modify and to look at this. So as you can see, this looks similar to the live stream and with some of the wordings that you see coming in. If we go down here to the control modes, if we were needing to grab a different signal, we could literally copy the line. There we go, come on. Copy it, paste it in, change the extension number, put the command here would need to match what is in the live stream, and then same thing for this, just make it worded up like this, and then you could use the variables here to go grab it. We would just add it, description of what we're trying to grab, what is it, string or number, what is the tagline we're looking for, and then we just filter it and go through what the messages are. So very useful. You can also use your feed rates. Are we going to capture that information? So all that goes into here. So we should be able to close this now. One of the things just to point out, when you do make MTConnect changes, I always recommend coming up here and restarting the MTConnect agent. What that does is the information that you place into the port writes into our agent, so that way everything starts to work the way it needs to be. Alright, so we can go into our debug log here. Oh, I shut it off. Let's go back over here. We'll turn on our simulator. Again, we're running the simulator on port 7878. Nothing has come through here. And now that the port has refreshed, we have cycle start. Yep, because our execution is active, so we'll go over here and stop it. We're now getting a cycle stop. Using the debug log, you can see the commands that we have coming in. Tells you that our communication is available. There's no program. At this time, I don't even know if I have it configured to read a program. I don't think I did. The debug saw it, but I don't think it's going to log. Yeah. So anyway, as you can see, this simulator has a lot of things that we got going on here, but the big thing is just how to get the port configured. Now that it's configured, this is just like in the other machines. We can go into our MDC. We're going to add it to the live screen because it's not there yet. So let's go over here to our screen. Which machines do we want? We want all machines. Say yes. And there we go. After everything refreshes in our MDC, we now have our machines A, B, C, D. We'll go to our simulating machine. We're going to say stop. And there it is. So, really cool device, really cool tool. If you need the MTConnect simulator, you can always contact us at CIMCO. We can hook you up with how to use that to better serve you as you go into that MTConnect realm. Again, we also have some documents available to you online that will kind of walk you through how to do it and give you some pointers. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Just IP address, getting it connected to the network, making sure that the ports are working, and getting it set up to capture the data that you need. All right. Any other questions? Do reach out to us. We'll give you a hand. All right. Have a good one.